Welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, game number 5. We are playing with Harry and Ron against Voldemort and his minions. Alright, up first will be Harry. We're still at Azkaban, 3 Dark Influence on the location, and that means we're only going to be drawing 1 Dark Arts event card for Harry, so let's begin. Whoops, as I throw it on the ground. Oh, what do we got here? Dark Arts. I'm not going to say it. Alright, active hero loses a health and cannot assign more than 1 attack to each villain this turn. Okay, that's kind of lame, but all we need is 1 attack to take Malfoy out. The active hero loses a health, he's going to go from 7 down to 6. And that's about it. Did we add a Dark Influence? No, we didn't. Malfoy doesn't trigger. Each time as Mordray or a new villain is revealed, all heroes lose a health. That may be happening this time. Did we have to discard any cards? No, we didn't. Over we go to Over we go to Harry. Harry has an influence already. And what does he have? 1, 2, 3. He had his cloak, but he only took 1 damage anyway. Okay, so it looks like he's going to have 1, 2, 3. Looks like he's going to have 4 influence from all of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's a total of 5. And Hedwig, he's going to gain 1 attack. Why not? And with his 1 attack, he's going to apply that 1 attack to Malfoy, which is going to knock Malfoy out. And I'm having to change my battery. So Malfoy is going to get knocked out. We're going to come right back and process that. Alright, it's time to smack down Malfoy with a new battery. And so he is taken out of the picture. That's good stuff. And so our reward is to remove 1 influence from the location. As my throat seizes up. Alright, so we're going to remove 3. We're down to 2 on the location. Excellent stuff. Which triggers Harry Potter's special ability. First time you remove influence from a location, each turn, 1 player gets an attack. We're going to give that attack to Ron. Alright. And so we followed the rules. Okay. I got 5 influence to spend for Harry. Harry's going to spend the 5 influence and he is going to take Luna Lovegood. He likes her anyway. So gain an influence if you play an item and get an attack and roll the Ravenclaw die. So he's going to take that. And he's going to then discard his cards. He will then draw up 5 new cards, which of course he doesn't have, as I just drop all the cards on the floor. So I'm going to have to shuffle or to come back and process the rest of the turn. Oh my god. Alright, so I managed to pick the cards up off the floor, shuffle them, and draw up Harry's 5 new cards for his hand. Let's now replace the Hogwarts card with Butterbeer. Any 2 heroes each gain an influence and a health. Not a bad card. Yes, we need to replace or bring out a new villain. Each time a new villain is revealed, all heroes lose a health. So I'm going to do that right now. So Harry's going to go from 6 health down to 5. Ron's going to go from 7 to 6. That takes care of the Death Eater ability. And our new villain is going to be a Dementor. Whoa. Active hero loses 2 health. This guy is not good news. Alright, all heroes gain 2 health when we knock them out and remove a Dark Influence from the location. Wow, so we have a Death Eater and a Dementor out here. Crab and Goyle in the wings. Wow, that's pretty nasty. You got to figure out which one to knock out first. Probably the Dementor. He is bad news. Alright, up next is going to be Ron Weasley. His first turn for the episode. Alright, Mr. Weasley has 1 attack left over from Harry's special ability, and we're going to have to process the Dark Arts card at the beginning of his turn, and it is a Game 5 card. Education decree. Oh, for each card the value of 4 or more in hand, active player loses 1 health. Oh man, what does Harry have in his hand? He has 1 card. He has 2 cards that are worth 4 or more. Ron's going to go from 6 health down to 4. What does Ron have? He has 1. He only has 1 card. Wow, so that's going to take another health. He's going from 4 down to 3. Oh my goodness. That, again, super close to being knocked out. Wow. Alright, let's process What's going on? Active hero loses 2 health. Ron goes from 3 down to 1 health. This is not going to trigger unless we get rid of or add a new villain. Each time a Dark Arts event card causes you to discard a card to take a health. We didn't have to discard any cards. Wow! Ron gets his turn with 1 health. Nasty business. Alright, game 5, pretty tough. These are his cards. He's got 3 Aloha-Morhas, which he'll immediately play for 3 influence, of course. 1, 2, 3. And Essence of Dittany. Gee, I think he'll play that on himself, going from 1 health to 3. And then he has Victor Crumb, gain 2 attack. If you defeat a villain, well, that's not going to happen. So he's going to gain 2 attack, which is nice, because now he has 3 attack. But who do we want to get rid of? I think we better work on the Dementor. He is bad, bad news. 8 health. Always going to hit us for 2 damage every single turn. Active player. Ron's going to apply 3 damage to him, which then triggers Ron's special ability. If you assign 3 or more attack, any one hero gains 2 health. Do we want to give the health to Harry, or do we want to give it back to Ron? I think Ron's going to take the 2 health, going from 3 to 5. Harry's sitting at 5. Okay. We have done everything we can do for Ron Weasley. He has 3 influence to spend, and with his 3 influence, I think he's just going to... I don't know. I think he's going to go for Butterbeer. This guy likes to eat, you know that. Any 2 heroes each gain an influence and a health. So he's going to take that, and that's going to be basically the end of his turn. He's going to discard all of his cards, of course. He will then draw 5 new cards for his next turn. So we get that set up. We're going to replace the Hogwarts card with another ally, Oliver Wood, gain an attack. If you defeat a villain, any one hero gains 2 health, costing 3. And that's the end of Ron Weasley's first turn. So we're going to have 1 more Harry, 1 more Ron. It's going to be end of our episode for today. All right, we're back to Harry. We have 1 Dark Arts card to process, and it is Flipendo. Active hero loses a health and discards 1 card. Okay. Active hero loses a health. He's going to go from 5 to 4, and he has to discard a card, which is not bad because he has Protego. If you discard this, gain an attack and a life. So he will discard this card. So Harry gains 1 attack and he gets a life from 4 up to 5. Good stuff. All right. And he has his invisibility cloak with him this time, which is most excellent because now we're looking at the villains. Each time a Dark Arts villain causes you to discard a card, lose a health. So Harry's going to go from 5 down to 4 because of Crabbe and Goyle. This guy's not going to activate yet until we replace another villain, or we get Mesmordre, which we didn't. Active hero loses 2 health for the Dementor. Harry's going to go from 4 down to 2. Now he can play the cards he has left. All right. And he has... Oh, this is pretty good stuff. Let's do this one first. Gain an attack, draw 1 card. So you're going to get 1 attack, and he's going to draw a card, which is a Aloha-Morha, which, okay, it is what it is. Aloha-Morha gives him 1 influence. All right, not bad. The invisibility cloak gives him another 1 influence, and this is great. Remove 1 dark influence from the location. Wow, we've got this location now down to 1 dark influence. Doing really well. And that's going to trigger, of course, Harry's special ability. First time you remove a dark influence from location each turn, 1 hero gains 1 attack. I think he's going to take the attack for himself because we want to get it applied. Quidditch gear, gain an attack and get 1 health back. So he's going to go from 2 health to 3, and he gets 1 more attack. With his 4 attack, he's going to put them all onto the Dementor to try to get rid of this guy on Ron's turn. If Ron can survive, which I'm not sure he can, that puts 7 damage on him. Harry only has 2 influence, and I think with his 2 influence, this is the only thing he can get. Wingardium Levioso, gain 1 influence. You may put items you acquire on top of your deck instead of your discard pile. think he's going to go ahead and get that. That's going to be the end of Harry's turn. He's going to discard all his cards. He's going to draw 5 new cards. 5, alright. And that will be it. And so we're going to be replacing the Hogwarts card with another Wingardium Levioso. Okay, we've just seen that, so we don't need to go over that again. Up last for our episode for today, going to be Ron Weasley. So let's get over to him and see what he's going to do for the last turn of the episode for today. Alright, of course, Dark Arts card to start off, and we get, oh man, Mesmordre. All heroes lose 1 health. Ooh. Harry goes from 3 down to 2. Ron goes from 5 down to 4. Add 1 dark influence to the location. Okay, adding a dark influence to the location, which is not good. That doesn't trigger anything. However, each time Mesmordre or a new villain is revealed, all heroes lose a health. Harry's going from 2 health down to 1. Ron goes from 4 to 3 because of the Death Eater and the Mesmordre card. Adding the dark influence to the location didn't trigger anything because Malfoy is now out of here. Alright, did we have to discard any cards? No, we didn't. We processed this guy already. Active hero loses 2 health. Ron goes from 3 health down to 1. So here we are. Harry at 1 health, Ron at 1 health. But that's taken care of everything. And now Ron gets to play his turn. I hope he's got some healing going on. Ooh, alright. Oh, he does. He has Essence of Dittany. Essence of Dittany, eh? Who does he want to give that to? Who does he want to give that to? I think he's going to give that to Harry. Harry's going to go from 1 health to 3. Then he's going to play McGonagall. Gain an influence and an attack. So he's going to gain an influence and 1 attack, which is most excellent. And we get to roll the Gryffindor die. So we're going to roll the Gryffindor die, and it applies to both Harry and Ron. Gotta remember that. And what do we get? We get an attack. Okay, so Ron is going to get an attack, and so is Harry. We put that on his card. Alright, that's McGonagall. Ron, I do believe now... well, this is just gain an influence. I'm just trying to keep everything straight here. Choose 1, gain 2 influence, or draw a card. I think we're going to... I'm not sure if he wants to draw a card or gain 2 influence. Okay, I think gaining an influence would give him 4, or draw a card. I want to kind of get 3 attack, but I think... Oh, hang on. He is going to get 3 attack. So we're going to draw a card. We're going to draw a card for Ron. Ron draws a card, gets Pigwidgeon. But he's going to play Pigwidgeon for 2 health. So he's going to go from 1 to 3. And then Chocolate Frog. Any 1 hero gains an influence and a health. So he's going to give the influence... Or is he? He's going to give the influence and health to himself. So he's going to get an influence, and he's going to go from 3 health to 4. I think I got everything right now. And then Ron's going to apply attacks. So he's going to hit the Dementor for 1. That's going to knock the Dementor out. Okay, so he's applied 1 attack now. Got to keep that in mind to knock out the Dementor. And all heroes recover 2 health. Okay, so Harry goes from 3 to 5, Ron goes from 4 to 6. We're going to remove a dark influence from the location. So we're going back from 2 down to 1, triggering Harry's effect. First time dark influence is removed, any hero gains an attack. We're going to give that attack to Ron. Ron is then going to apply those 2 attacks to the Death Eater. But let's not forget... Oh, hang on, this has not happened yet. Alright, let's do things in order. Carrying on, 2 attacks to the Death Eater, which means it triggers Ron's ability. If you assign 3 or more attack on your turn, any hero gains 2 health. So he's going to give the 2 health to Harry, 5 up to 7. Alright. And he has 3 influence to spend. With his 3 influence to spend, he's going to pick up the Quidditch gear, giving him an attack and a life back, costing 3. All right, I think that's the end of Ron's turn, unless I messed things up, which I don't think I did. So that's going to discard all his cards. Any tokens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for his next turn, which will be in the next episode, of course. And replace the Hogwarts card with another ally, Cedric Diggory. Gain an attack and roll the Hufflepuff die. Cool. All right, for 4. And that's the end then basically of Ron's turn, except we need to bring out a new villain, which then means all heroes are going to lose a health. So Harry's going to go from 7 down to 6. Ron going to go from 6 down to 5. And let's figure out who our new villain is for the end of our episode. It will be Barty Crouch Jr. Villain. Heroes cannot remove Dark Influence from the location. Okay, it's a good thing we're down to 1 there, and then as a reward, remove 2 Dark Influence from the location. All right, and that is going to conclude our episode for today. I think it went pretty well. I can't believe Harry and Ron both were down to 1 hit point but didn't get stunned. Wow, we got lucky. So thanks so much once again for watching along. Thanks for your comments, your subscriptions, your likes. Really appreciate it. This is Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle Game 5, and it's a battle to the end. So far, we're doing pretty good, I think. I'm confident we're going to pull it off, but I don't know. Things can get pretty ugly in this game pretty quickly. So thanks so much for watching along, and we'll see you in the next episode.